Sunny here. Today I'm going to show you another song by Motley Crue. Since I did Too Young to Fall in Love, so it makes sense for me to do Looks Like Kill as well, because both songs are wonderful and probably my favorite from Shout at the Devil album. So we're going to do Looks Like Kill. So let's go over the tuning first. On the album, you have to tune everything down whole step. So instead of playing an E, you have to play a D. Instead of A, you have to play a G, open G. Instead of playing open D string, you will play the open C string. You basically tune everything down whole step. For this video, I'm only doing half step down on everything. So instead of E, my guitar is tuned to D sharp, half step down from E. So I'll play along this the CD recording. I'm gonna raise up the key on the recording higher, so it won't be so low, so it matches my guitar. But if you want to play along with the recording properly, you have to tune your guitars down whole step to the key of D. So that's the difference. Again, my guitars is tuned to a half step down on all the strings. So it would be D sharp, G sharp, and C sharp, F sharp, and A sharp, and last high string is D sharp. So let's get started. Okay, the entire song basically is one main riff. It goes like this. Slow down. So you palm mute on the A string, open A string, always palm mute, and you play the power chord at the D and G string position. So the first chord would be 7th fret of D and 9th fret of G. That's an A chord. So you palm mute twice on the A string and hit the chord one time on the A chord on the D string position. You do that twice. And the third time you play you move down whole step, and you'll play the G chord at the D position, which is D5 and G7. And you do that again, palm mute twice on the A and hit that chord again. And then one more time, you gotta hit that. Once you hit that chord, you gotta slide down half step to the 4th fret, which is D4 and G6. And that gives you an F sharp power chord at the D string position. And the main thing is that the thing is that we play the same riff over and over. You may sound like it's easy, but it's not, because you have to keep the same rhythm going. So if you're not used to that, you want to do that so you can get used to the rhythm. And you want to play not behind the pocket, but in front of the pocket. So you stay on top of it. Okay, so that's the main riff. And then I guess we're gonna. And then what he does is to play the F chord at the D position, D string position. So you got D3 and G5. What I do is I play that chord and I kind of bend both strings down a little bit. Like that. If you have whammy bar, use a wow, 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 use that part of it. But if you don't have whammy bar, just do like I do, kind of pull the string down there. And then play this. Do that twice. You play the same chord, you play it twice, you stop, you play the same chord again twice, stop. So. And you play this chord right here. So what I do is I play the 2nd fret of D and 5th fret on the G. And by the way, you always play the G, the 5th fret on the G string every time you play the chord. The only thing, and then you walk up on the D string, you go from 2nd fret to 3rd fret, 4th fret, and then to 5th fret. So again, the G5 does not change. what you're changing is the D strings. 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's how you play that chord. You play the open A string open without muting. Okay, and then you play. You do it 7 times on the F chord at the D string position, and do the same thing again. Now, the second time, you play 6 times on the F chord, and you slide up to the G chord at the D string. And you repeat the whole thing again. All right, so that's the pretty much the whole song, and then there's one part that goes like this. So what I'm playing is I play on the D and on the D string and G string. I start from the 12th fret power chord position. You play D12 and G14. And you lift up this ring finger. You play the middle finger on the 13th fret of G. Stay on the 12th fret on the D. And kind of mute on the 12th fret on the G string, on the D string. And then you play. And then you play D12, G12, and B13 together, and you pull off from the B13 to B12. So you do quickly, palm mute, just mute the string twice, and then do the same thing, the whole step down. So you got D10 and G12, and D10, G11, mute. And then you play the D10, G10, B11 together, and you pull off from B11 to B10. Palm mute twice, down, up, and then you play 10 fret of D and G together. I use my middle finger and my ring finger, and lift up my ring finger, and I play my index finger on the G9 along with D10. Mute, and then 7th fret of D, G, and B together, and then put your middle finger on the 8th fret on the B string. So you play D7, G7, 8th fret on the B string, and then you back to main riff again. So go. So slow down and play the entire riff for you right here. So we get to the solo now. Oh yeah, before we get to the solo, in the intro, after you play that main riff twice, the third time you can hear the just open A chord coming in. Okay, you do the whole measure of that behind that main riff, and then after you play the A chord, open A chord, and you play the 22nd fret on your high E string, bend up full step. You give a vibrato, and that was the behind the main riff as well. So go. It does the same note again later on at the end of the song. So that's pretty much it. So let's get to the solo. So the solo starts like this. So I'll play the G chord, the E3, and A5 together 4 times. And then you go to A, and you mute on the A8 and A7, and D string on D7, D6, G string, G5, G4, B6, B5, and then B8 and B5. And you play B8 again, you bend up full step. So play it again. You release down and you do a trilling. Do a 4 beats, like behind it, just count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So I use my. It's up to you. You can use your ring finger. Or you can use your pinky. So what I do is you bend up 8th fret to on the B string to whole step, release back down, pull off on 7, and pull off on 5th fret, and then play 7th fret on the G string, bend up, and play the 5th fret on the B, and play the 7th fret on the G again, bend up. So what I'm doing is I play the 7th fret on the G string, harmonic, pinch harmonic. It's a lot of that. Play it twice. You bend up full step, release back down. Twice. Release, pull off on 5th fret. And 7th fret on the D string. And you play the 5th fret on the A string pinch harmonic. Okay. Next part. This is kind of like you bend up on the 7th fret on the G string, pinch harmonic, and stop. You bend up full step, pinch harmonic, and you play the natural position, pinch harmonic. Do it again, pinch, bend up, and you play it again. Pin up, release down, and pull off on 5th fret, and then play the 7th fret on the D. Slow down again. Next part here. So you do the same thing again. You bend up on the 7th fret, pinch harmonic, natural position, the 7th fret, pinch harmonic. Do the same thing again on those 2 notes, and then play the 5th fret on the B string. Okay, so let's run through the whole thing slowly again so far what we have over here. Let's start from the top. Next part. So what I'm doing is I play 7th fret on the G string, and then I push a pick down on the 7th fret on the G string, bend up, and then upward on the 5th fret on the E string, and then down, pick on the 8th fret on the B string, pull off on the 5th fret, and then play the 7th fret again on the G string, bend up, and then you play the 5th fret on the B string, and then you play the 8th fret on the G and 7th fret on the G. So far with this. Next part. So it's 5th fret on the G, and then 7th fret on the G, 7th fret on the B. I'm sorry, 7th fret on the G, 7th fret on the D, and then the 5th fret on the G. Next part. 7th fret on the D string, pull off on 5th fret, and then 7th fret on the A string, and then back to 5th fret on the D string. And they play 7, 5th on the A string, 3rd fret on the A, and then open A string twice, 3rd fret on the A again, open A string again, the 2nd fret on the A, give it a pitch minor, and then bend low down. So basically go from 2nd to 3rd fret. So whole thing slowly for that last run. One more time slowly. Faster. So that's the whole song. Well, I hope you enjoyed the lesson today on Looks That Kill. I did Too Young to Fall in Love as well. So check that out. So please comment and subscribe to my channel. And I've done a lot of videos, especially for Judas Priest, White Lion, Darken, and Extreme, the good 80s guitar videos and music. So please browse through my channel and hope you enjoy my guitar lesson. Thanks for watching. See you next time.